Hello, my dear children and parents. Welcome to Indus Valley Public School RAT e-learning classes, class 9th, where we were doing poem 6 from your Beehive book, and the name of the poem is No Men Are Foreign, composed by James Kirkup. In the last video of this poem, we have studied about the author as well as the explanation of the poem, where we have seen that according to the poet, all men are equal and there is no difference between them, as even the creator, the God, as well as the nature does not allow them. They says that these human beings breathe the same air, have the same sunlight and share the same earth. Then why there are differences and why we people are creating difference among themselves? Now coming towards the central idea of the poem. This poem is based on the idea that we are the children of the same Father God. As such, we should believe in the universal brotherhood of men. The earth is the common property of the mankind. We should not think that we are the citizen of this and that country. We should give a feeling of narrow nationalism. We should think that we are the citizen of the world. In war, all countries suffer, and in peace, prosper. Therefore, if countries suffer, and in peace prosper, therefore, if we hate others, we deceive ourselves. Now, coming towards the theme of the poem. The poem No Men Are Foreign, a poem by James Kirkup, states that no man is foreign or strange, and we should not regard anyone as foreign or strange. The poem revolves around the idea that all men are equal. Though they are separated by boundaries, there is no difference between men of different nation. Now coming towards the summary of the poem. The title No Men Are Foreign means that the no man belongs to another country. The poet wants to say that all men are same, all men are equal. He wants to promote the concept of universal brotherhood. In this poem, the poet wants to tell us that everyone in this world is same. All people, all men are same. They eat, live, die the same way. Everyone gets the bounties of nature like sunshine, land, equal measure. We can also say that it is a peace poem. No. The poem begins and ends with the same line. Remember, no men are strange, no countries foreign. As the poet wants to emphasize on the fact that all the people living on this earth are the same and that we have created distinction by erecting borders and fences, different languages, etc. While we are alive, we walk on the same earth, and upon our death, we will lie in our grave in the same earth. He draws another similarity that we all enjoy good food during peace and starve during war and in winter time. We all have similar hand which we use to do a lot of hard work. All of us have eyes which remain open when we are awake and closed when we are asleep. He reminds the reader that whenever we hate someone, we cheat and hate ourselves. Also, when we pick our weapons against someone, we pollute the earth and make it impure with a huge mound of dead bodies strewn on it. Now coming towards the literary devices used in the poem. Here, first is alliteration that is used in stanza number 1. Body reads repetition of B. Then stanza number 2, was winter, W sound is repeated. Coming to the metaphor, stanza 1, uniform refers to the military of different countries. And stanza 2, war time is compared to the winter season. Okay, now coming to the other literary device, that is repetition. It is used in the entire poem. Which word? Remember. Word is repeated 5 times in the poem. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign is repeated in stanza number 1 and stanza number 5. So repetition is also there in the poem. Now, another literary device is enjambment. Enjambment means one sentences in different lines without using the punctuation. So in stanza number 1, line number 2, 3 and 4. These are in enjambment. So here these are one single statement written in 3 lines. Similarly in stanza number 2, line number 3 and 4 are having enjambment. Okay. So single line, single statement written in 2 lines. Coming towards the stanza number stanza number 3, where we can find line number 1, 2 and 3 when enjambment is used. Now coming towards the stanza number 4, line number 1 and 2 are having enjambment. Then stanza number 5, here you will see line number 2 and 3, that will be enjambment. Okay. So what is enjambment? Enjambment means repetition of one single statement in 2 or 3 lines without punctuation. Now one more transferred epithet. When non-living thing is having any attribute or any adjective, that is known as transferred epithet. So when an emotion is attributed to a non-living thing after being displaced from a person. For example, are fed by peaceful harvest while war's long winter starved. So peaceful, it can be used for the it is an adjective that is used for harvest. Harvest is a non-living thing, and for this the adjective is used peaceful. So peaceful becomes your transferred epithet. So it is not the harvest themselves that are peaceful, but peaceful social and political conditions that prevent a shortage of crops or famine and make harvest possible. Now coming towards the question answers. First question is, beneath all uniforms, what uniform do you think the poet is speaking about? So answer is, the uniform refers to those worn by soldiers belonging to different countries who indulge in war and fights. Now question first, second part is, how does the poet suggest that all the people on the earth are same? So following are the ways. The poet says that all the peoples are the same in the following ways. We belong to one human race. We walk on the same earth. Upon death, we will lie in our grave in the same earth. During peace, we all enjoy the bounties of nature. During war, in the winter season, we all starve due to shortage of food. We all do a lot of labor with our hands. We have eyes which function in the same way. Coming to the next question, that is, how does the poet suggest that all earth... Okay, fine, we did this question. Now coming towards the next part of it. We already did these things. Coming towards the next question. In the stanza number 1, find 5 ways in which we all are alike. Now stanza number 1 is, remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniform, a single body breathes. Like us, the land our brothers walk upon. Is earth like this in which we all shall lie? So answer is, the 5 ways which indicates that we are all alike are, we walk, we breathe, we have eyes, we work with our hands, and we enjoy the bounties of nature. Coming to the next question, that is, how many common features can you find in stanza number 2? They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read, a labor not different from our own. So now answer is, there are 3 common features in stanza 2. They are as follows. We enjoy the bounties of nature and eat good food during peace. We starve during war, and in winter season we have similar hand which we use for doing labor. Coming to the next question, that is, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, we do think this happens. Why? Who tells us? Should we do as we are told at such times? What does the poet say? Answer, the leaders of any country tell the masses to hate the people of another country. They say so to fulfill their personal gains and benefits. The poet says that we should not follow them because when we hate our brothers, we hate and belittle ourselves. When we indulge in war, we pollute and render the mother earth impure by laying dead bodies. So my dear children, here we end with the question answers, summary, theme, central idea, literary device of the poem. So go through all this thing, write in your notebooks, do send me if any doubt to call me up. Till then, bye bye and thank you so much. Take care.